Hi friends! Thank you guys so much for joining for this week's video. And this week I decided I want to share with you guys how I got to be here in America, as well as how do I enjoy living here so far. As I have mentioned in my previous videos, I've told you guys on August 1st, I've been here for 5 years. So it's been 5 years and a couple months now. And my whole life in Estonia, except a 1 year when I was an exchange student in Chicago. But the rest of my life I've spent in Estonia. I was born there and I was raised there. So I grew up in Estonia, but whenever I was all around 10 years old, me and my family, we started to travel to Florida a lot, just to go on vacation, just to get some sun, enjoy the beach. That became our travel destination. And that is when I got the idea of, oh, when I grow up, I want to live in the USA. So here I am. But from there to here, there was a lot of things that actually happened. I remember living in Estonia and I was like, I don't like it here. People are cold, the weather sucks. But that opinion has completely changed. That was just teenage Jane thinking that way. So whenever I turned 14 years old, I started a process of becoming an exchange student, and you can go to exchange here, at least the organization that I went with, whenever you're 15. So as soon as I turned 15, I was able to go to Chicago. The process itself to apply took around a year, to find a host family through the organization, blah blah blah. And I always knew that I wanted to go to America as an exchange student. But now looking back, the adult Jane in me is like, I should have gone somewhere else. I could have learned a new language. However, I probably would have not met my amazing host parents that I did, as well as I probably would not even met Matt. So in the end, I'm glad. I just wish I learned a new language. And I went with an organization, it's called YFU, Youth for Understanding, and I totally recommend it if you're looking to be an exchange student. It's an amazing experience. I learned so much about myself. I became so much mature. So I got to live in an amazing host family, and I had 2 little host sisters. And after 9 years, about to be 10 years next year, that was whenever I was an exchange student, I still see them at least once or twice a year, keep in contact with them, and still love them so much. After my exchange year, I was forced to pretty much go back, just because you can't be an exchange student for 2 years. And I had a total culture shock about Estonia. And that is whenever I realized I want to go to college in America. And so I attended 3 years of high school in Estonia, and my senior year I went to a college fair. It was actually American colleges, and there were only like 20 of those there, and University of Tampa was there. So that is whenever I decided, okay, I'm gonna go to University of Tampa, just because we got the palm trees, the beach, pretty much all the fun stuff. After applying and getting all the documents together, to apply to University of Tampa, I finally got the letter of acceptance, and a couple months later I graduated high school and I went to University of Tampa. And when I was an exchange student, I actually gained a lot of weight, and I realized running was a way to kind of get the weight down, and I really enjoyed running. So when I was in Tampa, within the first couple of weeks, I saw a girl in cafeteria, Courtney. Hi, Courtney. So I saw Courtney with the cross-country team shirt, and I went up to her and I asked about the team, and I pretty much ended up being a walk-on in University of Tampa. So I ran 2.5 years in college. I decided to quit my junior year. It was just too many things going on and a lot of early wake ups, so I decided it's not for me anymore. But those teammates that I was running with pretty much became my roommates and best friends, so I'm really glad that I did that. And because of one of the girls from the cross country team, she was friends with Matt, and that's how we met. So we started dating my freshman year, spring. So we were friends a couple months before that. We met my freshman year in October. And the major that I chose was, I was undecided first. The one thing I really enjoyed about American schools, and I think was why I wanted to go to America, was you guys get to be undecided the first year, which is unheard of. I've never heard any other country, I mean, don't quote me on it, but I don't know any other country do that. You can just be undecided for a year and then decide what kind of major you want to pursue. So I was undecided for a year, and that's whenever I wanted to be in international business and management, and I have a minor in government and world affairs, and that used to be actually my major, but I decided that's not for me. So Matt was actually a grade older than me when we went to school together. Just because of my exchange year, I had to go back to Estonia and take my 10th grade again. So he graduated a year before me. So he moved home after graduation for a couple months and then moved to Utah in January 2017. And as soon as I graduated, I moved out here. And a week later, we got Bobo, and I got a job in a software company, which I love. And one thing I don't think you guys know is actually my best friend lives with us, and her boyfriend is moving in 3 days. You guys will see a lot of Rachel, Jake, Matt, Jane, and Bobo. And me and Matt got married in March. We did not have a party or anything. We just went down to the courthouse, had a couple of our closest friends with us, and got married. And I cried and laughed at the same time. One day when I have the courage, I will put that footage out here somewhere. But it's too cringeworthy right now. And one day we'll actually have a real wedding for our friends and family. We just need to be financially more stable, and we need to figure out if we're gonna have it in Estonia or in the States or both. So also the summer that now just ended, I was out of work just because my work visa had expired, so I wasn't able to work again. So I wasn't working for 3 months. I just did all the fun things that costed very little money just because I didn't have any income. However, I got my work visa back a month ago, so I'm working again at the same company. So I'm very thankful for that. Oh, we're dog sitting right now. Baba's best friend, Baba. So you guys have the pleasure to meet them. Baba, Baba, here. Baba, Baba, here. Ah, hello, friends. Hi. Hi. Oh, who's that? Is that a dog? Is it a kitty? Is it a kitty cat? Is it a kitty cat? Is it a kitty cat? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? You want to go play? Baba, Baba. They don't know the difference of their names, so that's the fun part. Hi! Hello! Baba. If you guys enjoyed my video, please don't forget to like and subscribe in the little red button. Plus, if you guys have any video ideas, what you guys want to see or want me to do, if you guys want to see more Bobo, more Matt, if you guys want to meet Rachel and her boyfriend Jake, let me know, please, and I'll be more than happy to do that. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in a week. Ciao!